Hi there folks, welcome back to this channel. So the latest of the films that didn't get wide release in theaters, didn't make much money, or found their way onto the internet. The latest of these is Measure of a Man, and this is directed by Jim Loach, written by the guy who wrote A Single Man all those years ago, and based off a novel One Fat Summer that's somewhat autobiographical. So this stars Blake Cooper, the guy who was in the Maze Runner. He was a shout story kid. He plays Bobby Marks, and his family is there for the summer on this lake area, which this is one of those towns that quite frankly has a lot of business during the summers and not much else during the winters. His parents are played by Judy Greer and Luke Wilson, although Luke Wilson as the father conveniently goes back to town on business, and he's really only there for a few minutes in the beginning and a few minutes there at the end. Father wants him to get a job. His mother really doesn't really do much else. And his sister has a crush on the lifeguard there, who's quite frankly handsome, as all lifeguards are. This is very rare for the films. Now, again, this is my own personal opinion. There may be other films out there that have heavyset people as the lead. The last time I can remember a film like having a heavyset as a lead is probably Precious, and maybe also Heavyweights going on back all those years ago. Yes, remember Heavyweights, folks, the people that were in a overweight camp. Again, the novel apparently takes place in the 50s, but apparently this is updated to the 70s, so that way we can all get those pop songs from the 70s, have a fireworks display celebrating the bicentennial of America. I want to be there because, quite frankly, he doesn't know what to do with himself. It makes hire of a local bully who was in Vietnam. His best friend, who happens to be a girl, although they constantly say to each other, now boyfriend and girlfriend, she leaves. Finally, I do get a reveal as to why she leaves. And again, it's one of the most lame excuses I can think of. And of course, he gets a job mowing lawns or doing yard work for Donald Sutherland's character, Dr. Khan. And basically, he asks him, hey, look, you ever been bullied? And he says, by some of the best. Now, quite frankly, if you saw a trailer for this film, you're thinking to yourself, okay, is Sutherland going to be in this film a lot? Well, the answer to that is no, not necessarily. We do get an explanation as to what he is, and it's like a quick glance as to what he is. When I first watched this trailer, I thought to myself, ooh, there's going to be some giant mystery to who Donald Sutherland character is. And so, but of course there isn't. And apparently the author who wrote this book actually did do lawn mowing for a certain summers. At one point he lost 40 pounds during one summer, which is absolutely amazing because quite frankly I can barely lose 5 pounds as it is. And let's face it, most people are indeed self-conscious about their weight or how they look. I mean, yes, I think I've weighed at one point almost 200 pounds and I'm down now to 180-ish. And of course there's stuff involving the father getting into a bad business deal, which doesn't come until late. There's also a revelation about bully that really feels tacked on. Here's the thing, folks. I've seen a lot of coming-of-age tales set during the summer. This is one of the more ones I just found myself thinking, hey, yeah, it's a nice film. Nothing special. You can probably check it out anytime you want. You don't need to really rush out to see this, even though it's probably not playing in any theaters anymore. So I'm going to say, folks, about Measure of a Man, I'm going to give this a subsequent weekend rating because quite frankly there are some moments where yes, there are some effective scenes involving this kid. And so folks, Measure of a Man, have you seen it? What's your favorite coming of age tale in recent years? As always folks, like, comment, subscribe, enrich yourself with knowledge. I'll see you next time folks. Yes.